Hey, and welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. This is episode 22. In this episode, we focus mostly on decoration and decorating the city, monuments, and some small tweaks here and there in the Republic. So don't expect much building in this episode. It's gonna be a little bit slow, and just watch me try to make this city a little bit more prettier. So I want to start with this school, and I found some nice mods on the workshop. It's a little fence that you can place anywhere. This is the mod on the workshop. It's called Free Decoration for Realistic Mod. I find these little fences fit perfectly around kindergartens and schools, because these schools are kind of in the center of the city, and giving them a fence around kind of gives this little border between all the chaos of the city, and the kindergarten should be kind of isolated in a fence. It's something that I guess I feel fits perfectly. Fences are a little bit challenging to fit, but it's not a big deal. It just takes a little bit detail and a little bit time, but once you're done, it looks really nice. It looks really pretty. So it's totally worth the trouble. So there's this little door in here. It's called the Arc, and I didn't see it in time, and later I saw it. Oh, there's a little door I can use, but I was too lazy to redo everything, so I just left it without the door, I guess. It's fine, it still looks great, but I wish I saw the door in time, so I could fit the fence fitting right next to the door. But anyways, maybe for the next building I'll do this. Anyways, my voice is still really messed up. I still kept drinking cold Coke even though I shouldn't. So my recovery is pretty slow. So I'm gonna make this episode a little bit more silent or quiet. Just watch me decorate the city in silence and peace. I'm gonna talk to parts where it's kind of necessary to explain things, but other than that, let's just keep it quiet, enjoy the music and decoration. Alright, so this part is not really aligned, it's bothering me. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, that's much better. Nice, so the fence is finally done. Now we gotta wait for an excavator to come and deal with these two parts of the roads, and for the construction office to build those small parts of the road. Should be really fast. But I forgot my demolition office is in the first city, so this poor escalator is going to travel for a long time. So until we wait for that, let's try to decorate inside the schoolyard. So as usual, I'm gonna start with these flower pots. These are my favorite ones, really. And I wish Workshop had more of these free ones anywhere you can build decorations. The Workshop is really lacking in this kind of stuff. I have seen some good decoration, but you have to build it, but they don't have a footpath connection, so they are completely useless for realistic. So nothing we can do. So some flower pot beds and maybe trees. I really like these trees. I don't like the Siberian type vanilla game trees, because you have to plant them and they need to grow. And if you build anything close to the tree just disappears, even though you didn't build anything on the tree. And the game has a bug where if you remove the tree, you can't plant a new tree on the same place until you reload the game. So I try not to use the vanilla trees often. Let's update this incinerator to a little bigger one. Now I know I'm making a mistake here. Incinerator needs to be close to the border, or it needs to have a train connection so you can take away the pile up ash. I'm definitely going to demolish this in the future and build a incinerator somewhere where I can have a train connection, or maybe a connection with ships. I did this in the past where I had waste management done with ships, so I would transfer the waste around with ships. So this is also an option, especially this is all an island map. But the thing is, the game doesn't have waste ships, so I have to use a mod for this. But anyways, this is for later. Every city in this game definitely needs a big red star monument. It fits perfectly here. So in the future I'm going to demolish those two garbage stands and put the red star monument there. I don't think it fits anywhere else. But I see a spot here for a playground, and small one fits. So let's just have one here. Okay, that's done. Now this place looks really empty. I'll just place trees randomly and see how it looks, and maybe I'll make some changes later in the future. Also, I really like these short trees. They are perfect for residential areas because they are not too tall, so they are not going to block the view from people's balconies. The vanilla trees are kind of too tall, and I don't like to use them in residential areas. Okay, here, since I have these taller trees in the middle of everything, let's just continue with it down the line like this. I'll continue this once this area is built in the future, but that area is not going to be built anytime soon. Now I notice there's no utilities here. So let's start dealing with that. So the first one is electricity, and I don't have any more free connections. So this means I'm gonna have to split some. And I think this is gonna be a perfect split because this area uses very little electricity. So we can make a split here. So let's demolish this. And let's build a split here. And send electricity two ways. Alright, let's go back to decorating while we wait for demolition to be done. Let's continue with those little short trees. But I keep thinking that maybe bigger trees would be more suitable here. It's just a supermarket. It's not residential. So probably will change this in the future. And I'm having trouble connecting with this footpath. I can't smooth it out. I'll deal with that later. Let's deal with the bus stop. It's really empty, and I really like these big trees. They cover a lot of area. And I think they really look nice next to the bus station. Let's change with small trees here. Look good, but something kind of missing. And I had an idea to put flower beds, like the trees growing out of the flower bed. Okay, this is looking nicer. But still, it's missing a lot. Let's keep decorating. I used to see something like this, like flower beds around the bus stops when I was a kid. So I'm gonna try to copy that here. How about a monument here? Lenin doesn't seem to be fitting. But this emblem looks kind of perfect here. Let's just put it down, don't need to build it yet. So far, so good. And the indoor pool is done, that's nice. Let's just put about maybe 5 people here. Okay, let's continue with the bus stop. So I still feel something's missing here, so I'll just keep adding trees. Okay, now these 2 squares here feel really empty. I'm thinking just to put flower beds. Also here. But But now when I look at it, it kind of looks too much. So let's try again. How about this one, and then we cross it, and then one in the middle. Okay, looks nice. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. But here, this square, maybe a longer one. Nah, I'm not sure. How about another tree here? Yeah, that's nice. That's good. Alright, moving on to this area. So let's build this footpath. University is almost done, that's nice. But I feel like I'm always in shortage of bricks and gravel in this early start. So I should have done this much earlier. I should have done a big gravel processing area where I have train access and I can deliver gravel by train and other construction material by train, but this map is really difficult. And I also didn't plan properly, so it's totally doable, but it's super difficult. But yeah, it's totally my fault. So the problem now, everything is just being built super slow because I have to deliver everything by trucks, and these trucks are just 40 kilometers per hour, so anyways, lesson learned for sure. Another thing I was talking about is these horrible trucks here. I should have deleted them long time ago. I don't know why I waited until 1946. 16 years of trucks that can travel 17 kilometers per hour. This YAG here comes out in 1932 and it's 40 kilometers per hour. I really have no idea why I waited so long to deal with those trucks. But okay, moving on. This is done. Let's deal with electricity here. Okay, perfect now for the waste disposal area. This garbage stand is blocking me. Let's just go under it. Okay, so this is electricity done for this area. We also need sewage and water connection. I have the connection there underground, but I need to demolish it and just extend it a little bit more further. Now I want to use these dumpers to deliver extra gravel for the construction area here. This is not close to it enough, but that's the only thing I can do now. How about adding some dumpers here too? 2 dumpers and maybe 1 oil tank. Okay, moving on. So university is about to be done. And I want to start research the moment this is done. Now people can walk in and help with construction. While we wait, let's put down some more trees. Alright, it's done. Now let's see what can we research first. Looks really nice, but the only thing is I put the entrance door at the other side here, close to the cliff, so that's super weird. People just get out and fall down and probably die. But I didn't notice when you see the blueprint of the building, you kind of don't see all the details. But anyways, just ignore it. Let's do vitamins, I think. Or maybe increase birth rate. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna need a lot of more people for. Now, another thing I'm seeing is that I'm not having enough construction materials. So let's buy 2 more trucks. And we're gonna use these big trucks to deliver these material to the construction offices. First, let's send this roller here. So each truck is going to deliver 1 material. So I don't want to use dedicated line for a long time with this, because once the storage is full and the truck can't unload all the material he has, he's going to block the entrance to the storage, because there's only 1 parking place there. And that's going to block everything. So we have to build a new DO. And I'm going to use this DO simply for open truck deliveries and maybe some fuel. I found a space here, so unfortunately I had to delete the footpath. So if there's a fire for the sewage outlet, yeah, it's just gonna burn. But to be honest, I have never seen a sewage outlet catch on fire. I think it's same like the fire station. Fire station is not possible to catch on fire. Okay, so temporarily 1 truck delivers steel here. Another truck is going to deliver brakes, and then another one prefabs, and another one boards. Yeah, so simple. But I have a feeling eventually they're just going to block the entrance and everything is going to stop. But we'll deal with that issue when the time comes. Hopefully the DO will be finished building by then. Why is this track builder blocked here? If I remember correctly, I did the signals properly, so he shouldn't be stuck there. What's happening here? Let's take a look. Oh, I didn't do signals here. Wow, stupid. Alright, never mind. Alright, this should fix it, and 2 more in front, like here. And now assign everything again. Alright, now this truck is back, so let's deal with boards. No, not gravel. God damn it. Oh my god, he needs to go refuel now. Oh boy, this game sometimes can be really difficult. Alright, he's back. Now we can assign. So go to boards, load and unload here. Okay, this issue is done. Now we can move on. And again, this weird problem where things get assigned by themselves. If you can see in the right bottom corner, active construction is not turned on. So these buildings shouldn't be turned on by themselves for construction. I have no idea why that's happening. Anyways, we don't need this scrapping facility. You can go. We already planned one there. So we're not gonna build a steel mill anytime soon, but at least we can do the roads for now. Now let's do some service roads to speed up this thing. Now next thing, I just want to fix the footpaths here. It's kind of bothering me. Yeah, that one wasn't even connected. That's super weird. Okay, we can start dealing with coal. So the tunnel is finished and this area is open for construction. What I want to do is I want to bring in bulldozers and one excavator in this area so I can expand and work on the terrain. Because there's a lot more fuel to be made here. But this is gonna be another episode, because I want this episode to be just decoration and some small things. So the next episode we're gonna start with this area here. Now we can just put a couple more to expand, so it reminds me later when I start dealing with this area. Okay, aggregate storage for coal is done. Next thing is this mine. It's gonna take some time for it. Digging is taking a lot of time. Now next is vitamins, or maybe weatherproof. Now let's just do vitamins. People are dying a lot from pollution. It's gonna be more useful. Less people are dying from cold. Now I noticed there's a lot of empty area in the university, especially in those middle parts like here. So let's try to do something here. Flower beds, maybe some trees, and just see how it looks like. The thing with this game is that you can't build anything here actually. You need these props that can be built anywhere. It's a little bit pity. See, you can't build a fountain there, you can't build anything else. So you only can use these type of decorations. So I'm pretty much limited what I can do here. For example, this one I can build, but I won't be able to build a footpath. So that's also out of the question. So yeah, only trees and flower beds here. I could do some rocks, but I feel it doesn't fit. It's kind of strange to put giant rocks. This is as much we're gonna do today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the episode, send a like. If you want to watch more, you can subscribe and join the channel. This is only the first part of decoration. We'll do part 2, maybe even part 3, but a little bit later. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next one.